Yeah, I mean, it's definitely disruptive to journalism. As a test of it, I wrote about a story on Steemit for Rolling Stone. It came out yesterday. At the same time, I posted on Steemit that I'm writing the story for Rolling Stone earlier, just looking for people's great stories. You know, I made more from the post than from the article. So obviously, it's disruptive to journalism, but if people are upset about something because it is disruptive, it's probably a good thing. Things get disrupted, but things tend not to get destroyed. The New York taxi cabs are still there besides, despite Uber. They may not be happy about it, but they're coexisting. So I just see it as coexisting. As a journalist or a writer, you have a choice. Am I going to share it here on Steemit with that audience, or am I going to share it on my journalistic platform, or am I going to share it on my blog, which maybe I'm still funding with advertising or something. So we're kind of in this economy now where you create a number of different factors in your choice, right? Just like, am I going to self-publish my book? Am I going to professionally publish it? Is there going to be an ebook, or a printed book is going to be in stores or just available through my website? Where do I have the freedom to express myself without censorship or editing that hurts the story? I would say the only reason I became a good writer was through having great editors. So I think if I was always posting and I didn't have an editor, I wouldn't be sitting here today. Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's exciting. I really think, like, everybody's become a writer. It used to be that once you graduated high school or college or were done with your academic education, you maybe didn't have much of a need for writing. And now, whether it's through texting, especially, or Tinder if you're single, or Twitter, actually having to have a word count on Twitter, like that was when Twitter first came out. I'm like, cool, everyone knows now what it's like to be a writer when you have to get your ideas into a certain amount of small space. But the cool thing is, writing is one of the oldest, forms of expression. The first discovered writing is about people trying to allocate how much beer each citizen can have. That's the oldest form of writing they've discovered, interestingly enough. There's probably a connection between writing and alcoholism. But everybody's become a writer, and that's despite so much crazy change. And then the more people can do it, the higher the bar is raised. I mean, people are so freaking funny, man. Like, it's amazing how many funny people there are in this world when you read some of the comment sections and some of the people's tweets and posts. So really, like, writing is now becoming really one of the most fundamental, important art forms there is. When I think about Steemit, it's really the energy and the power of the community. It's people might have their little problems and downvote a post because they think it's getting too much attention or too popular, and there's a little kind of quarrels that might happen, but they're pretty small. By and large, it's such an awesome, unique, diverse community where it brings together these sort of artists and these travelers and these hardcore crypto kids and like these people more on the security and the tech side and the anarchist side. And I love just the broadness of the community and the positivity and the diversity of it. It's really the community that keeps me stuck. I can probably find better articles elsewhere, but I can't find a better community elsewhere. Let's see. My message to Ned is we need a thing where we can save our post as drafts. I forgot to mention that on stage. My message to the community is I have no message for the community. Let the community evolve and become what it's going to be. Let go of your idea of what the community is today, because what it's going to be later is different, and allow the community to evolve in ways that maybe are different than your expectations of it. And you trying to define what the community is and try to hold it to some non-existent standard is going to hurt it more than it's going to help it.